morning and welcome to another phonics lesson. Today we have a lot to do, so let's get started. We're going to be continuing with our letter wheel, looking at the lowercase letters, saying the name, saying the sound, and writing that uppercase letter to match. Review our sight words from this week. We'll also dive into some word awareness and look at some sentences. And we are going to explore the long vowel sound for the letter I. Your exit ticket is all about your sight words, a long I activity, and you'll be fixing some sentences. Your teacher might pause the video now or later for you to go get your dry erase board and marker. For our letter wheel, make sure you have your dry erase board, your lined paper, whatever you're writing on, because we are going to be looking at some lowercase letters, saying the name, saying the sound, and writing the uppercase letter to match. Let's find out our first letter. Here we go. All right, it's your turn. You're going to say the letter name, the sound, and write the uppercase letter to match. This is a lowercase h. It makes the h sound, and an uppercase h looks like this. All right, let's see what our next letter is. Spin that wheel. Not many letters left. All right, it's your turn. This is a lowercase b. It makes the b sound, and this is how you write an uppercase B. It also makes the b sound. All right, this is going to be our last letter for today. Here we go. All right, it's your turn. This isn't lowercase r. It makes the sound, and this is what it looks like. Wow. All right, we're going to save our last two letters for tomorrow. Sight word. Look. Look. Repeat after me. Look. L-O-O-K. Look, look, look. Try putting the word look in a sentence. I look at you. Next word. For. For. Repeat after me. For. F-O-R. For, for, for. Try putting the word for into a sentence. I have something for you. For. And our last word, this is the word this. This. Repeat after me. This. T-H-I-S. This, this, this. Try putting the word this into a sentence. This is going to be a great day. We've been talking about the long vowel sound. We found out A's long vowel sound is A, O's long vowel sound is O. They say their own name. Today, we're going to learn words that have the long I sound. I says its own name. So in words that have the long vowel sound of I, you're going to hear I. We've also been learning about silent E. And the E is at the end of the word, comes over, jumps on that vowel, and it makes it say its own name. So let's practice with some words. I want you to write the word pin. Pin. Let's find out what sound I is making in the word pin. Ready? P, I, N, P, I, N. Pin. We know the letter I makes the I sound, and that's the short sound for I. Pin. Now, if silent E comes along and comes to the end of that word and comes over and jumps on I, we now have a different word. Let's tap it out. P, I, n, p, I, n, p, I, n, pine. We know that a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U, is going to say its own name if we see E at the end. Remember that silent E, magic E, sneaky E, however you're hearing it, is coming to jump on that vowel to say its own name. Pine. Yesterday, sometimes you're going to see words that just don't make sense, and we call them nonsense words. But nonsense words are really fun to sound out. So let's try this. Eh, n. Eh, n. I hear that eh in the middle. Min. Does that make sense? Have you ever heard the word min? Neither have I. However, I hear sneaky coming up. He's going to come over and jump on the I. Notice I didn't draw the arrow from the E to the I. We're pros about knowing when E is in town, he's going to jump on that I. This helps us just read the word and not focus on the arrow. So let's sound out this word knowing I is going to say its own name because of sneaky E. Ready? I, I, mine, mine. I have mine, mine. Let's take a look at some words, some picture cards that have the short O sound or the long O sound. We need to sort the cards in the right box. Today, we're just going to be hearing the word. So we're really going to be stretching the word out, breaking it down, and finding, does it have a short I or a long I? The first one we're going to start with is bike. Bike. B. I. B. I. Bike. I hear I. That means it's a long. That means it's long. So the way that I would write it, sounding it out, B. I. So right now, we have a nonsense word, B. It. But if I add the E, that tells me that I is going to say its own name. Bike. Bike. Next word. Five. Five. Try this one. I hear I say its own name. That's not what I'm looking for. Add the E. That's a long I sound. It's saying its own name. Let's try pig. Ig. I know I short sound is it, so this is definitely a short I word. What about fish? Ish. Ish. Definitely hear the short sound in the middle of it. This is smile. Smile. Try this one. Smile. Smile. I hear the I saying its own name. It's a long I sound. What about zip? Zip. Z, I, p, z, I, p. I hear that short sound of I. Stick. Stick. St, ick. St, ick. I hear the short sound, and I also noticed that word had a lot more sounds. It's important that you sound at every sound you hear. Not every word just has 3 sounds. And then we have drive. Try drive. D, I, I've. Ooh, I heard that long I sound. Let's check our answers. Woo! Woo-hoo! Good job. Last sentence for you. And it looks like I need a lot of your help on this one, as this sentence looks really mixed up. I want this sentence to say, I have a game for you. And it looks like my sentence is all jumbled up because we know that a sentence begins with a capital letter and a period at the end to stop. And I can see that my sentence does not begin with an uppercase, and I put a period all the way in the middle. Your teacher's going to pause the video, and you're going to unscramble this sentence and match the sentence I want, which is, I have a game for you. All right, here we go. When we write a sentence, we need to start with an uppercase letter. So let's look at our mixed up sentence and find that uppercase letter. Well, we know that this first word is not the uppercase letter. So we're going to skip over that and come back to it later. What we've learned this week about the long vowel sound of A, this must be the word game because I see that sneaky, silent, magical E at the end. But it doesn't have an uppercase, so we're going to skip that too. And there's my period. That goes at the end, so we know to come back to that. Oh, there's the word I. And I know my sentence needs to be, I have a game for you. So we're going to start with the word I. Is that what you had? I'm going to erase that to let me know that I've already done that word. I have a game. Well, let me go back to this word. I've learned the word have already, and this is the word have. We're going to write have. I have a, oh, I know the word a. I'm a pro at that word. I have a game. Oh, well, I already sounded out the word game. So we're going to write the word game up here. Are you with me? Is this where you are so far? Erased my period. We don't want to do that yet. I have a game for, that's a sight word this week, you, because that's the last word I have. And I know, here's my period, all by itself goes at the end. Does your sentence match mine? Let's read it together. I have a game for you. I have a game for you. Thanks for helping me put that sentence back together. In Seesaw, you're going to first work with some sentences by counting how many words are in the sentence, finding the period, and finding the uppercase. Then you're going to put the sentence back together, and you're going to be sorting your sight words. And then the last page, you're going to work on long I. You need to drag these words over to match the picture. Remember, you can hear each picture by clicking the play button. Until next time, bye, Kipsters.